Welcome to the Disney Hour Express podcast. I'm Abbie.
And I'm Rob. We are two hopelessly romantic Disney enthusiasts.
Sharing fun stories, secret tips, and family travel experiences.
If you are a Disney newbie, or maybe a season pass holder, we hope you find this information helpful.
We turned our love of Disney into a unique boutique travel agency that books Disney and Universal vacations.
We've got a lot of stories, so cozy on up, choose your favorite drink,
whether that be a cocktail or a hot chocolate,
and enjoy the Disney Hour Express.
Well, hey there, Pioneers. Welcome to episode 102 of the Disney Hour Express. We're really happy to have you here. And today we are recording on new platform, which I don't know if you can tell, but we can definitely tell here. So there will be some adjustments, of course.
Oh, definitely.
What do you think?
We're going to keep adjusting the entire time.
I hope not. I really do. But why you came here is because we talk about all things Disney. But today we're actually talking about Universal a lot because Epic Universe has had a lot of updates, but also their new resort just opened. It looked really cool. Stella Nova Resort.
Yes, the Strega Nona Resort is. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely the first of the Epic Universe centric hotels.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting, and so I think I'm definitely known to give my really honest opinions about things. And yes,
is that what you're most known for?
I feel like
Abbie's honest reviews. I feel like we have a segment coming up.
Honest reviews, and they might not always be popular reviews, right? Now, we do love Universal with all of our hearts, but looking at this whole Epic Universe opening, it's been a little bit wild. We just didn't know where all the cards were going to land, because if you remember, before this opening of Epic Universe, dogs, before this opening, Universal Orlando at least was really cutting back on hours, and certain parts of the park were closed in the mornings as they were opening and doing kind of staggered openings throughout the parks, which is kind of like, come on now. So
it was really questioning, as if it was going to remain open.
Right. We were all
are they closing? Happening? Is Universal going to close next? Because it kind of felt like I was at it was like you're at a summer local amusement park, type of thing. Not
great vibes.
They ran out of big stuffed animals to give away at the ring toss game or something. It was like one of those things. Molly, put it away.
Well, now I had one dog jump into my lap, and now the other one's trying to get up in there. It's crazy. Anyways, Stella Nova Resort. Okay, this is a 750 room, one of resort, but it's considered what is it? It's not a deluxe or moderate. It would be considered
it'd be considered a value resort.
A value resort.
Yeah. Actually, if we're comparing it to the Disney Resort, right? So it's a prime value is what it's actually known as.
Okay.
Now, for those that aren't familiar with the kind of levels of Universal Studios, we're all familiar with the Disney ones. We're going over the levels of
resort tiers.
So there's value inn and suites, right? That's kind of the lowest, or the I feel bad calling on the lowest end, but
you're looking at Aventura, Cabana Bay, Surfside Inn and Suites,
the endless summer resorts. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So the Aventura is actually a prime value resort as well.
Okay.
So this is the level of that Stella Nova, and its sister hotel that isn't open yet, Terra Luna, is going to be in. Then it goes up to what they call the Signature Collection. Mm-hmm. So the Signature Collection consists of what's currently open: Sapphire Falls, Royal Pacific, the Hard Rock Hotel, and then the Portofino Bay.
Yes.
We stayed at Royal Pacific. It was a very nice hotel.
Yes.
Now, it's strange because those are all signature collection, right? And they all have like star values at this chart that I'm looking at, or money
Sure.
dollar values.
Sure.
The
But the
Sapphire
Sapphire Falls
Falls has
does,
three
yeah.
dollar signs, whereas the other ones have
Well,
four
and
dollar signs.
Sapphire Falls does not include an Express Unlimited. It is
Correct, and
not
that's why it
part
has
of that.
three. And
Mhm.
it's also weird, and we've noted this before. It noted that the Helios is not giving. You don't get a Universal Unlimited Express Pass.
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe not ever.
Yet. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So let me tell you, I have stayed over at Adventura Hotel. That's what it's called, resort. I just want to double check that.
Yes.
I've stayed there a lot, and I think that Stella Nova Resort is giving these vibes, quite frankly. Now, there were a lot of positives about Stella Nova. Who doesn't like a brand new, cool, shiny resort?
Yeah, I like Strega Nona.
It is neat and clean and has a nice concept. Now, inside the resort rooms, they do have this star picture like plastered on the wall, and it's supposed to be a real picture from NASA that was like kind of blown up and put on the wall. But I'm gonna say that I feel like the whole reason this resort screams like value is there's no art anywhere. And I know that doesn't bother some people, but it certainly bothers me. I feel like you're in a brick container and there's nothing awesome to look at or enjoy. There was no extra. So it felt very value to me.
Okay. But your level of your tier levels has something to do with the artistry in the actual hotel. That's a big deal for you.
It does. It in detail. So okay, when you're looking at through like looking right on as if you've walked through the entrance, it is very pleasing to the eye with the curvature of the ceiling and the different. They try to make it look very space forward, kind of.
Yeah, because they have it when you enter it's like you're looking into you're going into a black hole, right? That's what they're trying to make it seem.
So it's cool. It's a cool concept, but they're aside from the curvature lines of the resort, like the architecture, like there's no extra detail at all. Okay. There's no extra detail. There's no beauty in it.
No beauty or the beast.
I mean, it seems cold, which I think is what they were going for, to be honest.
It's cold in space.
It is cold in space.
I don't know that. I've never been there personally.
But is there no art to enjoy? Are there no colors to enjoy?
I mean,
like it's almost like putting you in like a mauve room and being like, good luck. Anyways, okay. There were other things. Sorry, but
yeah, but there's other now. And the argument with it being a prime value resort is that the amenities are kind of more on par with, according to like at Disney, is what you would find at like a moderate resort in Disney.
Okay, like what?
There's there's a lobby bar.
Yeah. Which you don't find at Disney very often.
You find it in some places. I mean, they're or just off like a hotel bar,
like the pool bar.
But a pool bar, but even more so, there's I'm thinking
like
of
the Polynesian has a little bar.
The Polynesian does have a bar.
Inside the resort.
Of like Coronado.
Has a bar. Has a nice bar.
Yeah, has a nice bar. So it's kind of like that.
You're right. Like the value resorts would not have anything like that at Disney.
Yes.
That's true.
It would just be quick service. It would just be store and then go from there. So that's where this prime value, I think where it kind of makes it feel a little nicer. Maybe a little different despite the lack of artistry.
Okay. All right. I get you've got a point for that one for sure. So it's like a comfort to have those things. Now there was so much seating outside by the pool that it definitely gets points for that. There was
Oh, it was
no
huge. There's a
lack of
huge pool
seating,
deck. Yeah.
which I applaud them because when you look at all the other pools that we've been to on properties, it's like you're standing
Yeah.
there fighting for seats, which is not what you want to be doing on your
Yeah.
vacation
And for those of
at
us
all.
that are used to kind of going to a resort and having like multiple pools because like the property's so big, you're not going to find that here.
No, it's just
It's
one pool with no extra anything, right? It's like a
it's
nice
yeah.
what
It's
do they
one
call that?
pool.
Gradual wade-in pool. There's like a
Yeah.
name for it.
Yeah, where the water just kind of comes up to
Yeah,
the
this
edge.
yep.
Yeah, it comes right up to the edge and goes in.
And
But
so
yeah,
it's
huge
definitely
pool deck.
nice
It has a beach area. It has a small like little sanded area.
to play in.
It has a hot tub. It has like a big hot tub. I mean, it was kind of. It's not like a like. I always feel like the hot tubs at Disney are kind of small, and I feel like I'm cooking in somebody else's giblets.
Ew.
But in this one, I saw and it was like kind of big. My computer just, it's weird. It doesn't recognize things. Okay. Again, new software. Thanks. Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
it does have a pool bar, right?
yes,
It does have
which serves like actual food, which is interesting, right? Because the
but
pool bars
the
we've
bar itself didn't serve food.
right, but the pool bar did, so you could get like a burger.
No, but
No.
they're separate.
Oh, well, I'm glad we're clearing this up now. So you're saying the outdoor pool bar
Yes.
did not have
So they're
food.
so you cannot go there. There's two things. There's the Galaxy Bar,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a Galaxy Grill. So the Galaxy
Oh,
Bar itself just serves beverages.
okay.
And then in order to get food, you had to walk up a path, like it was kind of to the left of the and walk in order from a window.
Okay. All
And then
right.
you were given a like one of those buzzer, those buzzer things, and then it vibrated, and then it would vibrate when your food was ready, and you have to go get your food. So that was something that we watched the video this morning, and the reviewer was
I
just
guess I
kind of
was
like,
confused about that.
reviewer was just kind of like, it was like it wasn't a huge deal, but it was just kind of it was slightly inconvenient because it was just more coordinating because she was by herself, so she was like, I don't want to get my drink now because then I'm gonna have to leave my drink at my table to walk to go get my food or bring my drink with me to get my food. But what if I need both hands?
Yeah.
She was like, I really don't want to think about this right now, but I kind of have to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And like imagine having kids, you're going to have to get them all out of the pool to go get lunch. I guess maybe you're just thinking that it's lunchtime anyways, so you're not going to be in the pool. All right, so you got to do some planning. Okay,
not a big deal. The Galaxy Bar itself is very nice, very open.
It
has
got nice seating,
huge covered area. Lots of like lounge seating, lots of chairs.
I love that it's covered, and it's not like the cover is so tall on the outdoor bar that like you don't feel enclosed in any way. Yes. So that's nice. All right. So, okay. The rooms are good, right? But again, lack of artwork and detail. I think most of they were nice and clean. I loved that they had hardwood floors and they did have a throw carpet like on the floor. I say throw carpet, but it's a pretty big area in which they put a carpet down, which is nice. It's nice for your cold feet in the morning if you have bare feet. But I love that cleanliness factor of it, that it has the hardwood floors, and I have a sneaky suspicion that these carpets come up and go to the washing machine very easily if needed. So that makes me happy. Love the clean factor of it. It's nice and neat.
And I'd like to throw in the fact that no one should ever have bare feet. All your feet should be socked at all times, in bed and out.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel about feet.
Anyway.
And yeah, it's got all your amenities. You got your TV, you've got your,
You got the TV.
Everything you need.
It's a TV, and the thing that still kind of bothers me about Disney is but in Universal they did it, and obviously this is a brand new resort, is that you can cast you could stream from your phone onto your TV. You can cast onto it.
Yes.
And when it does come loaded with Netflix and, YouTube and all that stuff, so you could just sign in. That bothers me about Disney is when I get there and I'm just like, I can't. Like sometimes I just want to come home and watch, Schitt's Creek and and go to sleep, and I can't. Instead, I'm like finding an episode of Dobie Gillis it's on Nick at Night or whatever, and it's or whatever, it's TV Land. It's just so I do appreciate that, little things like that.
Yeah, I mean that's gold for sure, especially in this day and age when your kids don't understand TV. Like our kids definitely don't understand that like everything's not right at your fingertips, especially when you go away. So it's good to have that. And then the bathroom is like split where the shower and toilet are closed off to the sink, which is always nice because somebody can get ready while somebody's showering. Always good detail.
But it did feel very small to me.
Did it? I thought it looked like normal size. So
it felt tiny.
Oh, okay.
Especially the sink area. Like you couldn't fit more than one person in there getting ready.
Sure.
And I don't know.
Okay.
It was just something that I noticed. It has a little curtain that kind of separates the area.
Yeah, it does.
But there was no door, so there's no door to it, I guess.
To the sink area.
To the sink area. There's a door where the commode, as they call it, and the shower were.
Oh, and then this was like the little interesting side take we had.
Oh, yeah.
They have your, attached to the wall in the shower there's the shampoo and the conditioner bottles there. But as far as if you want to wash your body, they are giving you a bar of soap.
Yeah. What's up
Which is kind of like interesting this day and age when most of us, I feel like use, liquid body soap.
Never heard of it.
But it would have been just as easy to have 3 soap dispensers up there.
Bar soap for
body soap. But no, they're going to make 4 people typically staying in a room share a small bar of soap.
My complaint is, and this is Rob's complaint corner, is that when they do give you bars of soap, it's not like there's no difference. Like the hand soap they give you to use at the sink is the same bar of soap they're giving you to use in the shower.
Yeah.
It just feels like, I don't know, it's like the same size. It's like the same, it should be bigger.
It should be bigger. I'm telling you, that's going to be gone on day 2. If you're staying for a week or so, like adios bar of soap.
Yeah. It just feels,
it's going to be dropped in the drain and just soak away.
For those of us that are accustomed to Disney.
Yeah. Anyways, I know. Negative Nelly over here. So sorry.
Well, you're known for giving your honest reviews.
Yeah, it's true. I am known for that. Thank you very much. So, okay.
Honest Abbie.
Location, though. Location. Let's talk about this. It's right there.
Absolute
right
truth, Abbie.
There. And oh my gosh, she's still going with it. It's right there. Like you can see Epic Universe right from your resort window, depending on which side of the building you've chosen to stay in.
From what I understand is that the even side rooms get a view of Epic Universe. The odd do not.
Okay. So it's
a pool.
It's like right there, right? You got a little walk pathway to get there, which is going to be hot as hell in the summertime, just to let you know.
Well, let's talk about transport.
Well, and when you are staying at the resort, and if you have your own car, be aware that it is $30 a day to park.
That's crazy.
Even if you're staying at the resort, that tab is going to just get
bananas,
up there.
Because you figure a Universal Studios trip, right? For most people, usually now you could do when Epic Universe opens a 3-day, maybe 2 days, and 2 days at the parks, Universal Parks, 3 days. Maybe you're going over to Disney for 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably looking at a 5-day trip. Now you're paying $150 to park a car.
Yeah.
I understand the majority of us don't drive, but there's a lot of people that do.
There do. And again, that's why they are making it so expensive, I think, because some people might try to park in this parking lot.
Well, people will park
but I'm sure they're going to figure out how to make that not happen. But $30 a day is a lot.
I guess they don't have the, like if you go to a Disney resort, it's usually some guard that's asking you, what you're doing here.
Yeah.
State your purpose. Give me your blood sample.
So to get to Epic Universe, very easy. It's right there. That's why they built this resort.
So at Stella Nova, yes, you can either take a tram, right? They have a shuttle, or you can walk.
Yep.
Reviewers said total, they think it'd be about maybe like a 25-minute walk.
Really? I don't remember that. I'm so sorry.
So at the time they couldn't, because the Epic Universe isn't open, so they could only go so far. They took about a 10-minute walk and said, just from the look of it, it looked to be about a little more than double the where she just went.
Okay, that's a lot longer than I thought. It's not like staying at the Polynesian and going to Magic Kingdom.
Correct. It's not that close. But still, it's a 25-minute walk in the heat.
I am not feeling this resort.
I don't know. I still think I am.
All right. Well, at least it's got 50% of our vote.
Just at the Terra Luna Resort is only a tram. You can't walk because it's across the way. It's a little bit further away. So it's just shuttle. Obviously, Universal Helios Grand is going to be inside the park. So you have a dedicated entrance into the Epic Universe. You will have to take a tram. Now, the other thing that I don't know if Abbie was talking about was that there are buses to
all three other parks.
Yes, they now existing. You could either go to City Walk or Volcano Bay. City Walk to get to Islands of Adventure or Universal Orlando. Yes. And now, where it's located is to get to Universal, you have to take the highway.
Yes,
and it's
most busy freeway.
It's busy.
I don't know if they call them freeways down there. Highway, byway. That area. I'm telling you, we have folks that live down there that came to pick me up in the area and were like, I've never actually been over here before because it's so busy that we just don't go over here. And then I've gotten stuck in horrendous traffic over there.
Yeah.
Super bad. So I knew this going into the video, and as we're watching the video beforehand, I was like, oh, she's going to get stuck. And she did.
Well, she did, but it was over some strange, I still don't understand what happened. She got stuck in a light.
Sounds like there was a light that was not working.
You don't need to get into it, but yes. They did say, though, I mean, even she said she was going at night, so the ride itself was less traffic.
Yep.
But during park open time, it's going to be busy.
Yeah.
And they said there's a chance you could be on that bus for 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So plan
an
hour ahead of when you want to be at City Walk. Especially think about, you got to have the transportation time, then you need to go through checks, right? There's a lot of walking that you have to do between City Walk and the actual park. You've got to really plan. So I think those even early park admission tickets, they're going to have to think about going very, very, very early in the morning when you're staying all the way over at Stella Nova. All in all, guys, not a totally bad resort to go to. I'm gonna say it's an average resort. You're gonna get what you need. You got great food, it seems like. You've got a bar, a pool, you've got transportation that you can rely on. I mean,
it also had, in addition, it had a game room that was pretty small.
It was a little one,
but it had a nice workout room. It had a nice exercise room. It was big, and
we're gonna spend so much time in there.
It has big windows overlooking the pool, and I just thought I was like, this is kind of impressive for a Prime Value resort. That's why to me, it seemed like a little something more. Now, the food itself, there is it's kind of like a quick service.
Yes.
The one place to eat inside the hotel, and I'll get you the name in a second.
Yeah, it looked like a good quality quick service, though. I mean, like I said, I like neat and clean, so that's definitely what this resort is offering. It is no frills, but you can expect clean corners and clean tables and whatnot.
It's called the Cosmos Cafe and Market.
Okay.
And you could go and get, you could get coffee there in the morning as well. And a nice you could get Starbucks at the coffee. Yeah. And,
that's always nice when you can get a little Starbucks. Now, it's not an actual Starbucks, but they're serving Starbucks coffee. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I mean, all in all, that's my roundup. I'm going to move on unless you have more to say about this resort.
So ultimately, you're saying you wouldn't be out of this world thrilled to stay.
It wouldn't feel like a vacation to me, but it has its bonuses, right? It has its qualities. All resorts that you stay at that are universal resorts are going to give you that early park entry. It's going to give you the free transportation, and it's going to give you, like this resort has the bar, like Adventure has the bar. And it's got pretty good food, right? I always think Universal, hands down, in my opinion, has better food than Disney.
Shots fired.
Shots are fired. I'm so sorry, Disney. I love you so much. That's why our whole podcast is called the Disney Hour Express. But I do have to say, their food at Universal, it's like they know how to speak to the average lady when they were looking at their menus and
what about the average man?
I don't know. No. What are your thoughts? I can't speak for you.
Me like food.
I mean, think about like on our honeymoon, like going to the taco bar and like all the places that we ate at Universal. I don't think we were displeased ever.
Correct.
Even like the 3 broomsticks, I thought was
except
good.
For that one time. There was one time it was around 4:00. We both started getting a little annoyed. We were getting a little annoyed with each other.
Hangry is different. We were just
like, where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to eat something? Not really. Do you want to eat something? I want to get a drink. I don't want to get a drink. Anyway.
All right. So that's different. That's a situation, as we would say, but that had nothing to do with the food. All right. Okay. So we'll see. Right. I would stay there for sure. But I think it would be one of those situations where I'd want to do a split stay somewhere fancy and stay somewhere affordable.
Pricing was generally under the $200 per night. I believe they said that the Christmas was like the highest price. Yeah. I think it was like $270 something. It might have been $274 per night.
Right. It was super affordable. Like, so
it's under $200, very close to Epic Universe. I don't know. I mean, $30 at the parks. I guess you have to include that. But unless you're taking an Uber.
You're not parking.
I'm taking an Uber. And so I'm not worried about it.
And it's like, 13-15 minutes from the airport. So your Uber's really not going to be too pricey.
That's kind of... That's pretty cool because it always feels like it takes a while to get anywhere.
Yeah, it takes about 30 minutes or so to get to Disney properties.
I'm taking a nap. I'm like,
I know. I think, what was it? There was one time where we were all really like passing out. Maybe that was during my August trip. I was like dying on the way back because it felt so long.
So I like it.
So
other thing just to note is that all the rooms are the same. There's no...
Right? There's no presidential suites.
Yeah, there's no suites. Every room's the same setup. You don't have to worry about it. They're the same.
Kids are going to be sharing a bed, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it did have like a cool kind of couch.
Yeah.
It was kind of like hip. Maybe you might be able to fit like a small kid on there.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
All those things.
Okay.
So listen, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is like the whole pass holder thing. And that's because right now, to get an Epic Universe ticket, you have to first purchase I believe it's 3 days. It might be 2, but it's a 3-day ticket to get 1 day ticket to Epic Universe.
3-day ticket to Universal or Islands of Adventure.
Yes. Thank you.
And that to be
able to qualify to get a
1-day ticket
to Epic Universe.
And that's the only way.
That is the only way
right now.
So you can't just buy a 1-day ticket to Epic Universe unless you are a pass holder. Okay. So I was like, whoa, what does that mean? I want to see what it's like to be a pass holder. Now I'm going to go back to 20 years ago when Abbie was a pass holder, but also a student. So this, I really couldn't go wrong with this. I think it was about maybe $100 to get, it was like buy 1 year, get the second year free. And it was under a student discount and a Florida resident discount. that I was able to get my pass holder. So things are very different now.
What's that I see underneath your desk? Is it a case? Does it say plutonium on there? And right on top of it's the keys to your DeLorean. Wait a minute.
We're going backwards in
time,
but now we're going forwards, and we're talking
going back in time to the time when they had the Back to the Future ride in Universal Studios.
That's so true. I miss it. I miss that. And Twister. Anyways, all right. So to become a pass holder right now, you do have the special opportunity to purchase that single day admission to Universal Epic. Universal Epic Universe. Oh my gosh, that is quite the name.
Universally Epic.
For single day tickets, which nobody else gets. So It's definitely a benefit. It's a limit of 6 tickets per transaction. So you could do like 6 different times, or if you have multiple different pass holders that you're buying for and linking to that ticket, you have to think about that. So it's only 6 tickets that you can buy per one transaction. Otherwise, you have to do different transactions, and it's for one day dated admission, which is non-transferable. So definitely think about that. If you're telling your neighbor that they can go, they really can't, because they'd have to be under your ID of being a pass holder. So you've really got to be a pass holder.
You can't fake it.
So I was watching a couple of videos and thinking, just looking into this, and I'm like, well, how much is Epic Universe really? And it looks like for opening weekend for annual pass holders, it was around $130 per ticket per the Universal Nightmares YouTube channel, but I've found a little bit of different information on other channels and other sources. They bought their ticket for May 23rd. Now, as we know, it opens on May 22nd. So it's not the first day, it's the second day that they bought their ticket for, and they said around $130. Now, single day tickets for Epic Universe are stated to be between $122 and go up to $173. Of course, they're all date based, so it really depends. Like if you're going on July 4th, that ticket's going to be a lot more expensive than it would be on, like, let's say August 20th. Because July seems to be a really busy month for Universal.
So what you're saying is don't go in July.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just a little bit more expensive, I guess, because everybody's off of school.
What do you think the price would be on July 3rd?
Probably a smidgen cheaper, just a smidgen. So for opening day on May 22nd, it was a single day ticket was $156 plus tax for annual pass holders. So, okay. So let's look at this. I wanted to know, what's the cost for annual passes these days? We haven't done this in a while, right?
Oh, I mean, have we ever?
We have.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for remembering. Right. I know my segments are super exciting.
That was on episode.
Who knows? Good luck.
Fair enough.
Google that.
Fair enough.
So, okay. I started out with including the 3 park passes because there's Volcano Bay, and who doesn't want to go to like a little water park along with your Universal, your Islands of Adventure and your Universal Orlando. Those are the 3 parks, right? And when you get the annual pass, you're purchasing a park to park ticket, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the first one you look at is the 3 parks seasonal pass, and it's about $525, but this seasonal pass is called seasonal because there are a lot of block out dates. I'm telling you, the entire month of July was blocked out for this. And there's a lot of, like, almost all the weekends throughout the school year were blocked out. And the holiday season, like, forgot about it. It was like 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after Christmas. It was like, there was a lot of blockout dates. So you'd really have to be somewhere close that you could go during the week.
Right.
But again, it's park to park. They didn't have a flex pay options, which means you couldn't pay for this monthly. And but you did get Universal hotel room discounts. You got pass holder exclusive entrance. So there's like a whole different entrance to the park that you go to, which is kind of cool. Because think about when you're going to Universal, you're parking in this really big parking garage, and then you're going through the area with the medical detectors. Then you're going to, it's a very long entrance. So this other entrance is supposed to be a little bit more better, right? You're not waiting in long lines and it's not super far. You'll get admission to select special events like Mardi Gras and holidays, and discounts off of theme park and special event tickets. Sorry, that I said that in two different ways, but it was the same thing.
You know what? Redundancy is okay sometimes.
Again, seasonal passes. I wasn't like too fond of this just because of how many blackout dates there were, but that's $525. Now, if you go to the 3-park Power Pass, it's just a smidge extra of $585. But there's still the same blackout dates, but it has a flex pay. You could pay monthly, $29 a month, and you get 50% off all the daytime self-parking.
Wait a minute. Flex pay, $29 a month. 30 times 12 is $360.
Well, no, you have to put a down payment. Thank you for pointing that out. You have to put down a down payment, which is going to be like a significant chunk of money, and then you could do at least $29 a month, right?
Got it.
All right, thanks for pointing that out.
Sure.
That was a good one. All right, so then you go up to the 3-park preferred pass.
All right.
Okay,
I like to be preferred.
I do too. These ones sound a little bit better to me. Now that's $740 a year.
Holy schmoly.
The only blackout dates are for Volcano Bay. Okay, so I would think that's like definitely summertime, that there's going to be like weekend blackout dates and things like that.
I would volunteer blackout dates for Volcano Bay.
Me too. So you do your down payment, and then it's going to be about $36 a month. You get 50% off the prime parking. Self-parking is free.
Nice.
That's what we like.
Cha-ching.
You get early park admission with this one. That's fantastic.
But there are blackout dates.
Yep, there are. So you're looking at like Christmas time. That does not count. And then you get discounts on food, merch, and specialty items.
Okay.
Along with all the things that you get in the other park passes that we were talking about.
All right.
Okay. So we're looking a little better with that $740 a year. Now, then there's the 3-park Premier Pass. The Premier Pass. This is the one I would love. It's $1,095.
Holy schmoly.
No blackout dates.
Of course.
It is, you put your down payment, about $54 a month. You get the Universal Express Unlimited after 4 p.m.
Oh, boo.
Okay, but think about it. If you're like close by and you're getting this, and whatever, you gotta go work, right? Most people work 9 to 5 or some weird version of that, and then in the evenings you get an express pass. It's really, really cool. Self park and prime parking is free.
Ooh.
You get early park admission, discounted merch, food and specialty items, and 1 free Halloween Horror Night ticket.
I think it's worth it.
That's pretty cool. I mean, if you're thinking about all of this in the scheme of things, right? If right now they always have this deal that if you're staying at Universal Parks for, I think it's 6 nights or more, it might be 5. So double check my thought here. And for about $500, you get the unlimited tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could go for 14 days, really, unlimited to the 3 parks, park to park hopper, all these parks. And I can see why they kind of like mix it up and make it so that you can't really, like, why would they want to get a preferred pass or another annual pass, right? Because they've got what they need within that time that's a little bit cheaper than these. So like, why? Unless you were coming back a second time. So if you're going like 2 times in a year, I could see why this would be worth it. Otherwise, maybe not.
What about this next one?
So then I was like, listen, I don't like water parks. I'm not going to go to Volcano Bay. I mean, I am. I do it for the kids, right? Who doesn't? But I was like, okay, so look, what about the 2-park Premier Pass where it's just the non-water park versions? and that's $905 a month, $44 a month after your down payment, no blockout dates, priority pass to Universal Epic, which all these other annual passes have, which is the whole reason why I'm talking about. What did I call it?
Universal Epic.
Sorry. Epic Universe. I wrote Universal Epic. Because you get the Universal Express after 4 p.m. on this one, valet parking, self-parking included, early park admission, discounted food, merch, and items, as well as discounted resorts, pass holder exclusive entrance, one free Halloween Horror Nights ticket, and special events discount. Now, really, the whole reason I did this research is because I wanted that Epic Universe pass, right? And this would get it for us if we did like a $905, and we'd still get to go to the 2 parks that we love to go to all the time. And we'd get our 6 for an additional price tickets to Epic Universe.
Interesting.
So it's just an interesting, I mean, it's a funny math game because they've obviously done it with more proficient mathematic people to know that what's worth what and to make sure that there's no weird loophole, and there's really not. But it depends on obviously how much you want to go.
You know, I would love to have a life where it's like Wednesday night and you turn to me like, want to just go get some Simpson tacos? And I'm like, sure.
Okay, but I used to have the life, so I know what it felt like.
But that's what I would like to have it. It's not just about you.
I want to have it with you.
Oh, sure. That doesn't seem like you shouldn't. Then we have to hear all these. I used to do this.
I did, but it was when I was in grad school. That's a different time in life, right? Like you can't. It's not real. It's not real.
It is. So that's some Epic Universe and. That's some epic that's some epic passes throughout the Universal universe.
That was a weird way to say it, but okay.
Yeah. Well, thanks for giving us that rundown. Now we also watched, we kind of caught up to see where Epic Universe is in the building of it all. And we watched a very detailed video. It was just like they moved a console over from here to there. And
it was way too detailed, but it was a lot. But I guess you know what? We watched it, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it looks like it's all coming along. The rides are all moving, right? They're all being tested by live humans. It looks like at this point, not anyone in the press, not annual pass holders, nothing like that yet. But it's there. But it also seems like they have a lot of work to do. Yeah, 100%.
But they're coming along, and there's shrimp coming down, and it looks like it really will be. You're gonna be there and be like, "This is epic."
It's so detailed. I mean, I'm excited about Helios. Yeah. I think Helios is a place that I would thrive. It has the things that I appreciate in.
It says $4 on it.
Well, but the beauty of the statues that they haven't even finished, I'm like, oh. There we go. Now this is someone that
this is artistry.
Anyways, I don't want to get into it because he's gonna roll his eyes and be like, "Oh, get off your pedestal" or whatever.
He's like, I only have to stay at the $4 sign.
No, I have stayed at all dollar signs.
Where I can't get the unlimited express pass. Why can't they give out an unlimited express pass out to Helios? It is $4 signs. It has 4. She's gonna make me go there.
I'm just saying, we need to experience all levels. Okay,
I'll be there at the Galaxy Bar and Grill, getting my separate burger.
You'll be very lonely.
It will be. I'll be working out with my drink. Anyway, so that's kind of like our roundup of what's going on in Universal. We normally just talk about Disney and then. Like, oh, this Universal did this, but so we wanted to spend a little time catching up there, especially with the premiere, the opening of the new hotel, which it seems it's open in January, but you still have 5 months before the park opens. But it's there. Right?
So that's my one concern that I was really thinking about financially. Opening it up this early was probably not a great financial move for them. I don't understand why they did that.
I wonder if they're just going to get a lot of business people staying there.
or like even just construction workers that
it's
are
like
finishing everything up.
It's not that expensive. I mean, it's still under. It's over $100. It's not like it's you're not staying at a Red Roof Inn or something. But yeah, it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. I don't know. Hopefully, I can see them going on like half staff for the next 4 months, which would suck for them. But
half staff. Staying over in Universal, they released the dates of Halloween Horror Nights 2025.
They released the dates for everything, which was really, I love that Universal does that.
Yeah, they do it for like the year. Yeah. But the Halloween Horror Nights, it typically starts in September.
Yep.
This year,
I mean, last year I think they started August 30th or something.
Or was that the preview night or something?
Yeah,
I don't. So this year it's actually going to start. It's the earliest date it's ever going to start. It's August 29th.
Okay.
And I think it's just where like a Friday fell. I mean, it's nothing really. No other reason, but it's also like a big money draw for them. It's
huge.
Yeah. It's a big deal. They like sell out a lot. Most of the nights get sold out. So that's something that's going to be running from August 29th to November 2nd. Again, I don't understand it. There's no way on November 2nd I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to get scared anymore.
What? That's what you would say?
Yeah, I'm going to go on November 2nd.
I would.
No way.
If I couldn't have made it all month long.
No way. After I go trick-or-treating, I'm done. Throw all your pumpkins in the woods and, go write a ghost sheet somewhere else. I don't know. Anywho, so that's basically all they did have the other dates coming out, but I don't know, you can hear about them somewhere else. Enough talking dates, unless you have them, somewhere. Where are they?
No, I don't have them.
Oh, okay.
No,
I didn't pull them up, so we'll talk about them later.
Okay, sounds good.
Over in Disney, so it looks like Tiana's Bayou is going to be closing early.
Okay. So I wanted to shout out the Magical Minute really quick, which actually said things like this, because we didn't get a chance to do the Magical Minute this week because our daughter got a tonsillectomy and adenoid removal.
Yes.
And so and
Rob also had a plumbing nightmare today, which screwed everything up.
So do you mind if I do the Magical Minute? I did send it to you if you want to do the other half.
Where is it?
I sent it to your regular account.
I thought you were going to just dox me.
I know. I was going to give your email out loud. Like,
that would have been the 3 listeners that listen to this podcast would have been sending me.
So again, I'm so sorry that we weren't able to get the Magical Minute out, but here we go. Welcome to the Magical Minute, where you can get your weekly dose of Disney World news.
Construction is underway at Big Thunder Mountain. The tracks on the outside of Big Thunder Mountain have been completely removed. This attraction will be closed until 2026, with the expectation that many more exciting changes are to come.
It has been incredibly cold over at Disney World, causing Blizzard Beach to remain closed for much of the week. Good news is we are expecting temperatures to return to normal and Blizzard Beach to reopen on Sunday, today, the 26th, for the normal operating hours of 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I mean, it is a Blizzard Beach. Bookings for Epcot's International Flower and Garden Festival Garden Rocks dining packages will open on January 29th. These packages include a meal at participating Epcot restaurant, along with guaranteed seating for Garden Rocks concert on the same day that you probably wouldn't go to unless it was a free concert and you just happen to be in the park.
Under a minute, Rob. Under a minute. If your heart is set on riding Tiana's Bayou, make sure to keep in mind that on January 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and February 3rd, 5th, and 6th, the ride will close at 6 p.m. We think this has to do with regular routine maintenance, but we aren't exactly sure. Check your My Disney experience to keep updated with the early closure dates and times. Have a
magically marvelous week. Freeze frame.
Thank
now,
you.
February 6th, I heard it's closing down early because I'm having a private birthday party at Tiana's Bayou.
That's true. Happy birthday, Rob.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you making all those arrangements.
Dun, da,
Okay, then that was the magical minute. So I don't have to talk about Tiana's Bayou anymore because they sure did. There's more structure removed over at the Astro Orbiter mid-refurbishment.
Yeah. So what do we think's going on over there? Is it like they're going to redo the whole ride, or they're doing something different?
It seems like they're going to make it better. Like it was a ride, maybe safer. I don't know. Hopefully, like
it was not feeling very
hopefully
safe.
like a better entrance.
Or,
I mean,
yes,
having to wait in that elevator
is
so weird.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's just really dumb.
That is my
like
very educated
stairs. Like, why isn't that stairs?
Stupid.
I mean, I don't know. So there we go. It's an honest review from Abbie. Stupid ride entrance. So we do have, and this maybe feels like old news to some of you people. It was 2 days ago, but we do have the closing dates announced for Muppet Vision 3D, Pizza Rizzo, and Mama Melrose's Ristorante.
I was just lamenting about how much I'm going to miss Mama Melrose. I'm so sad. I'm sad.
So those dates, because obviously, as we all know, it's Monsters Inc. Land, whatever it's going to be called, is going to be taking over all the Muppet area. The Muppets are going to get moved over to Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster, and they're going away because yikes. And so they're eventually, the Muppets will still be in the park. They're still trying to get, they might do something where they preserve the ride, the Muppet Vision 3D film, and move it somewhere. But anyway, the last day to dine at Mama Melrose's will be May 10th.
Okay.
So you got a couple months. You got a few months to get in there. And we did like Mama Melrose's because it was out of the way. And, you know, the food was good. It was like a decent Italian dinner. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really, really good.
I mean, it was always very cool, I guess.
Yeah, and it's just like, it feels like off the beaten path, like very like quiet and totally like you're out of the overstimulation. There was something about that I really enjoyed. Like, okay, let's take a break from all of it. And you really felt like you were taking a break. Because a lot of the restaurants do feel overstimulation inside the restaurants as well. And so I will miss that about
inside and outside, right? Yeah. About a month later, Muppet Vision 3D and Pizza Rizzo will close on June 7th. June 7th.
See ya. I never ate there anyways.
Rude. No wonder it's closing because honest Abbie never ate there. So we'll wait to see what happens when there's no closing date for the Rock and Roller Coaster yet. So we don't know when that's going to happen.
Right. But like, I feel like all that time that they were down last year with the refurbishment, they've already gotten everything all sorted out. So I feel like it's going to be a pretty quick close and reopen, honestly.
I got it. How long are they going to get the Electric Mayhem off their tour bus and into Rock and Roller Coaster? Who knows? Now over in Epcot, Living with the Land has a lot of cool plants that Abbie really loves.
I love it all.
And
I want to live there.
She wants to live there. But one place you might be able to live there now because you get some privacy, the laboratory. I think there's a name for it. It's like the biotechnology lab. Mm-hmm. It was like a big window and you could kind of see like some of the lab techs like doing stuff and performing. Yeah. They now blocked it with scrim.
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, don't tell me they're going to take the lab away. Oh my God. I'm not okay. What is happening?
I wasn't really expecting this reaction, but
because I feel like everything is not real people anymore, and they do like animatronics, or they take everything. Like, I'm so sad. Where did the manatees go? Like, what is going on?
Well, I'm sorry that I brought this up. I didn't realize. I know you have an affection for this ride, but I didn't realize it was going to go that far.
I don't like change.
They recently just, the waterfall effect in the indoor rainforest scene was just brought back, right?
Yeah.
So it was like they added that, but they're letting the scientists do their work in privacy now instead of being.
Well, if there's any scientists left.
Uh-oh. That's a shots fired on scientists. Seems like they're not even real anymore.
It's a shots fired on
no one on what?
on Disney. Keep the scientists.
Okay. So no one really knows why they're putting up that scrim, but it's there, and so just kind of blocking everything.
Okay.
I think they're working on Audrey too, and
maybe
that's so they don't want to let you know they're building a big plant that's going to sing and dance and have a great time. That's kind of it for me on the news front. There isn't a ton. It's January. It's so it's the end of January. Things are happening. It's just that
a lot
time
of
of year.
closures for refurbs.
Yes, 4 refurbs.
Well, listen, we've talked your ears off for 55 minutes, so we're good. But I hope that you guys have a marvelous week, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for hanging in there with us.